Clyte, the JW, Jehovah's Witness, says the
Yeah.
word was a God.
Yeah. So,
which I know is what your translation says. It doesn't actually work with the Greek.
no,
But
it
how would
doesn't
you
work with
respond to that?
So we have many, many Greek rules that prove this. There's no Greek scholar in the world that is worth his study that would agree with the word was a God. The New World Translation has been heavily, heavily refuted as a God. Now, here's the problem. If you have a God, the issue with Yeshua and Jesus, even apart from the Greek, is not that there aren't other theos or Elohim that exist. There are other divine beings that exist. There are angels. There are different classes of angels. So the question isn't, are there other theos or other Elohim? This is the question we need to ask ourselves. Is there a theos, a God, or Elohim, a God, that can do what Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh does? This is the theological issue. Even apart from the Greek, forget about it. You can Google all the Greek and the issues with the word was a God. You can look at all those sources. But let's think theologically what the claim is. Jesus himself, Yeshua himself, holds the world together. All things were made through him and for him. Without him, nothing was made that has been made. These are only things that you can say about Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh, the uncreated creator of the universe. When God created Adam and Eve, he breathed into them the breath of life. This means that life begins with Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh. What is the claim that Yeshua, Jesus, makes? He says, I have the power to lay my life down and to take it back up again. Also, Jesus himself commands the Spirit of God and sends it. How can you have a created being or something that came into existence after Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh commanding and controlling the spirit of Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh? See, we're in a theological pickle, if you will, Thaddeus, right? If you have another being that is a God but does what Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh does, then you contradict the Shema from Deuteronomy 6:4 that we have only one God. This is the problem that we have. Before we even go into the Greek, before we go into the Greek context, what are we trying to say? This is why we don't have to go into the Greek. We can look at the English plainly. I can read the Greek too if you want, but we don't have to. But the point is, what is the claim that you are making? If you are saying it's a God and this person who you're calling a God does what Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh does, but he's not Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh, then you are a polytheist. You have one who has come back later, after, created after, who does what the uncreated creator does. Therefore, you're a polytheist. This contradicts everything that is written inside of the Torah and the prophets. There is one God and only one God alone. Trinitarians are absolute monotheists. 100%. There's no doubt about it. So
Absolutely.
thanks, Clay. Thanks, Clay. Good try, Clay.